I'm going to take apart, or better to say, roast ads, because I want to ask you if you understand those awareness levels that are out there of the different stages. Because depending on the stage, how aware the people are of your product, you're going to target them completely different. For example, for somebody that's aware of their problem, you need to educate them why the problem is a problem and how to solve it. Let's start with the product aware. It's me or you were aware of the product, which are those fragrances. So the product aware, they know there is a solution to their problem, but they don't know any specific product to solve it. So it makes completely sense to show them that you have the solution, that you have the fragrance that smells the best, that's the longest whatsoever, that makes them feel more desired, because they will feel and selling the emotions, not selling the features, but selling the emotions is the most important thing. Then solution aware, they know your product exists but aren't aware of all what it does. Why should they buy your fragrance instead of someone else's fragrance? Problem aware, they know that they might have a problem, but they don't know how to solve it. Here it's very obvious, everybody knows about fragrances, but they don't know about your brand. What you have to do is educate them about your brand, about the problem they have, why they have to solve it, that they want to smell nicer because of this or that, because they want to smell nicer in front of their date, because they want to leave a longer impression or better impression. All those things, they depend on the research. We conduct a deep research and figure out what your market actually wants and how do they talk and what is important to them. And also here you can see where the buyers are. And I'm not so sure how familiar with the awareness stages, so if you're familiar, just skip it. But as you can see, most of the buyers are solution product most aware, but not so many are aware of your brand. So if you're starting with ads, you want to start with a cold audiences, because you cannot start anywhere else than with a cold audiences. So you have to make ads that are making them aware of how to solve the problem, how to feel more desired, things like that. Let's now jump into those ads, and they're selling the this is definitely a product aware thing, because the price is not important yet. They don't know what it is. Why is it important? So the product is not important at all. So here you're selling kind of the features, right? Look, pocket-sized bottles. You don't sell smell nice everywhere because it's referable, or because it's pocket sized. You don't sell made in UK. You should sell smell by a perfume that it's made with real ingredients in the UK with natural, so you don't get any rash like those Chinese things. This is exaggerating. I'm just pulling the things off the top of my head. Yeah, this is kind of good, but here overall in this ad is too much clutter. Usually when you're making static ads or anything, even a YouTube thumbnail, there is a rule of 3. It's not a rule of third that you might know as well from photography, but it's a rule of 3. What does it mean? That means that the eyes only move to 3 different elements, and here you can see you have way too many things happening. So I'm checking the perfume, then I'm checking those lines, then I'm checking the headline, then there is this Born to London, then I'm checking the stamp with the price tag. Then this is too small probably when I'm opening this on a mobile, and also this is an unnecessary information. This is a clutter. Then as seen, I know I want to add social proof, but look, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and even this 8. So 8 different elements. So this will be definitely the thing to reduce. You see that already here I cannot read it, and this is still not the mobile phone size. So probably if I will have it as a mobile phone, it's probably gonna be this size. Can you read this? I cannot. So you should definitely improve this thing. And here, this is barely readable, the Vogue. Also mind that you cannot really use logos on Meta unless you approve to use them, if it's not your logo. So mind this, keep this in mind. Here, what is happening? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, so again, remove the line instead of sell the emotions. Sell the emotions is the most important thing. Smell for 24 hours on your date. I don't know. We would have to dive deeper in this. to figure out what are the real desires. But essentially, we can do this. Let me do it right away. Use a very good plugin or very good AI. It's better than Reddit answers. Let me question something. I want lasting fragrance. What are the most important things that I should know about fragrances? What is the most important thing on it to be lasting longer? I'm looking for emotions, desires, and pain points of the audience. So this is just, I'm pulling this from the top of my head. Long-lasting fragrance. So let us compare. How do they talk? It's going to take a look on what is happening in the different Reddit threads. To achieve a lasting fragrance, focus on proper application techniques, skin preparation, key strategies, moisturizing your skin. Okay. Fragrance longevity is influenced by several factors, including the type of fragrance. Okay. Also important to mention if this is l'eau de parfum, l'eau de toilette, or what is it? Look at my French. Oil-based perfumes tend to last longer than alcohol-based ones. This is another thing that you can mention if you are this or that. Additionally, heavier base notes, musk woods generally provide longer lasting scents than compared to citrus or floral notes. So you can mention the sense that it has. This is also very important. This is not exactly the thing that I was looking for. You see, so we really need to dive deep into this. Application, emotional connection, and personal preferences. Fragrances are deeply tied to emotions and memories, which can significantly affect how we perceive them. For some, certain scents, nostalgia or sadness, while others may bring joy and comfort. Understanding your emotional connection to specific fragrances can help to select the scents. Okay. Moreover, personal preferences. Some individuals prefer, pain points. Many people struggle with the frustration of fragrances fading too quickly, leading to feeling disappointment and disaffection. The phenomenon of nose blindness, where individuals become desensitized. This may be. Don't make your nose blind. With our perfumes, your nose will not turn blind. It will last, the smell will last forever. See, something like this, playing around with this, brainstorming with this headline. Additionally, those with sensitive allergies find certain fragrances overwhelming or irritating. Again, mentioning the allergies. I'm sure that your competitors don't do this. The importance of selecting scents that are not only pleasant but also considerate of other experiences. In conclusion, achieving a lasting fragrance involves understanding the science behind scent longevity. Another post. How does fragrance longevity work? I'm gonna let this think, and while I'm gonna do this, look. Long-lasting fragrance buyers are driven by a mix of emotion, desires, and pain points. They seek the thrill of discovery and personal expression through scent. Express yourself through the scent. Maybe it's too vague, but we're getting in there, you see. But often face challenges like buyer's remorse, dissatisfaction with longevity, and the pressure to conform to trends. All those things are definitely important, right? Many express a desire for fragrances to resonate with their identity. We find a different identity for the different perfumes. We target them exactly this way. See, fragrance enthusiasts often describe their relationship with scents as deeply emotional. The act of discovering a new fragrance can evoke feelings and excitement of joy, akin to finding a signature scent that resonates with their personality. Find your personality. We can play around with this for so long, and this is just, I'm just scratching the surface. I'm just scratching the tip of the iceberg, literally. However, the pursuit can be also led to feelings of emptiness or dissatisfaction when the thrill fades, leads some to question whether they genuinely love fragrance or are merely chasing the next dopamine hit from the okay. Or this pursuit can also lead to feelings of emptiness or dissatisfaction when the thrill fades, lead to some question if they genuinely love the fragrance. So this is another thing, you see. So we have here already tons of things. Yeah, so many repro frustration. We can play around. We can go into the Reddit threads, but you see already where we're getting into. What about here? It's influenced by temperature, humidity, skin type, importance of climate, skin chemistry, understanding the longevity claims. Some fragrances may be detectable on the skin. So last 24 hours, maybe this is already overheard. So maybe you introduce a new mechanism to this, like not another perfume that claims to last 24 hours. Think about it. Let's go back into the ads. Here again, you have this too much text. See, again, like too much text. I cannot read this anymore. If I'm selling emotions, I'm not buying spiced rum. Here, why there is no usage? Why don't you make a nice hipster generate this with AI and make them apply with your perfume? This would be something I would be genuinely interested in seeing. Somebody in a crazy situation applying the perfume. So I don't know, these are probably the same ads. Here, I don't know what is happening. What is this? This is a bag of whom? I don't know. Why there is a juice? Tell me, please. Why there is a juice? Let me try something. So my idea is, or my concept is, that nowadays people don't want to see ads that look like ads, but ads that stop them, that inspire them, that are different, you know? So if I see this, imagine I'm scrolling on my phone and I see this. I could care less. I'm sorry to say this, I'm sorry to put it this way, but I could care less. So let me show you something. I'm just waiting for it. I'm just generating a GPT. I've just been playing around. So I've generated here a couple of ideas for you with GPT, just so you get an idea of what we could technically do, you know? And this is just, again, scratching the surface. I'm not even talking about Midjourney, what we could do, for example, with Midjourney, what type of backgrounds we could use for the product, and making it, because as you said already, you're working in a very sophisticated market, so you have to bring some new concepts, and you have to sell the idea of belonging, you know. So let me take a look on this. So for example, look at this. Does this grab you more than the pictures that you've been sending me? Honest feedback. I'm looking forward to see your feedback in the chat. Is this more attention grabbing? Or this one? What do you think of this? I mean, to me, this looks like a Dior ad or something like that, you know. This doesn't look like somebody's trying to tell me something, you know. And this is just a couple of seconds of brainstorming ideas, you know. This is not somebody using the product, you know. This is just like similar concept, as you can see here. Look, you have the Miro getting into the perfume. This one, you see. Or this one. So let me know your thoughts, and if you like this, let's move on. Let's jump on a quick call and we can talk details. Talk to you soon.